Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be on TILRAY brands, and we are going to be providing an update on the potential Wyckoff accumulation that we've seen play out here since the lows down here in June for TILRAY. A nice 100% move to the upside. So I am going to be taking a look back at the video that we made back here in June, just outlining what we're seeing right now in TILRAY and what we can be expecting going forward with this potential accumulation having completed. So guys, if you can, give the video a like. Of course, any comments, subscriptions, always appreciated. Let's get straight into the video. And as you can see guys, this was the video that we made on the 13th of June, just outlined a potential Wyckoff accumulation, the final spring phase here for TILRAY. We was trading at about $1.71, just looking at this as being a potential spring phase and how we was going to be expecting a nice move to that $3 to $4 region. If you want to go watch that video, I will link it in the description below, but I want to jump back into the charts now. As the analysis has followed on really nicely, even if we was to draw this trend line, wick to wick trend line of that potential creek phase, we have a potential SOS9. You can see there we don't quite backtest it. And we work our way back into the trading range of the band of support, the band of resistance. So what we need to see now is, of course, we can expect some volatility here, up down. Work them traders, them lower time frame traders, chop them out, but we need to see some follow through here from TILRAY really. So in the next coming weeks and months, of course, we could go for the back test of this lower bound range. It's not necessarily be all and end all if we do test that lower range once again, but really we need to see some follow through from TILRAY. But from them videos down at the lows back in June, we've made a really nice 100% move. So if you have been able to capitalize on this move to the upside, you know, you just need to have your own risk management strategy and risk management plan, because you don't always want to just be waiting for these bits of analysis to play out and just hoping that it is Wyckoff accumulation. We've capitalized on that potential spring phase. We've had a nice 100% move to the upside. If this was just to go and capitulate down to the lows again, and this being ST1, ST4, sorry, ST6, ST7, 1, 2, 3, and we potentially even go for another spring phase, we do want to be able to capitalize on that as well. So I'm not saying that this is it. We need to rush in. The time to rush in for TILRAY, in my opinion, when we was back here in June, outlining that potential big move to the upside. We've been able to capitalize on it. We've been able to put ourselves in that great situation where we are now in a win-win situation. If you are going to be taking 30 or 20-30% profit here at these big green candles to the upside, it's never going to be such a bad decision, because if we was to get that final pop down, stock market absolutely collapses, we have a black swan event, you know, we want to be able to capitalize on it. But let's just turn our attention to now the Wyckoff accumulation, because one thing I was outlining was that we're never going to get so perfect Wyckoff accumulation. It's going to be hard to spot, and we were saying down here as the big narrative was coming out for TILRAY about the CEO or something like that, that narratives follow a price, and after you've got a dump, the TILRAY CEO narrative came around or something like that. I don't even know what the narrative was, to be honest, because I wasn't paying that much attention, because I'd been monitoring this for a while. If you've been watching the channel, watching our analysis on TILRAY, you know we was expecting that final 40% dip below the range. We got it, we sprung out of there, and we are now back in the range. So of course I'm not saying to jump into the market here. The time to jump in was down at the lows for TILRAY. If you've missed this move to the upside, it's probably potentially just time to accept that you've missed the move, and you potentially need to just wait for another opportunity in the market, because I do think this opportunity is gone. If that was your spring phase, we need to see follow through here for TILRAY, but I'm not saying enter the market on these big green candles at all. Because the reality is of TILRAY right now, as we have worked our way back into the range, this is now probably a trader's market rather than an investor's market. The traders would not want to trade down here as the market's broken down, but the investor can recognise that a potential spring phase is coming into action here, and we can do our investments and have them potential big 100% moves to the upside. So what I want to do right now is just show you my current investment in the market and how we are potentially going to be looking at playing the rest of the market. So as you can see from what I tweeted out earlier, our average buy or average price per share at the minute is about $1.90 for TILRAY, which is about a 60% move to the upside at the minute. So when we are monitoring an investment and we're looking at potential plays for the rest of the market, if we are 50 or 60% up, it's always going to be worth taking at least 30 or 20% of your investment out, ready for a black swan event. So that is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be taking profit, no doubt about it. Don't get me wrong, guys. I do think this is Wyckoff accumulation, and we are potentially potentially going for much higher levels, but this is just again my risk management strategy. You've seen it with crypto. Now I'm showing you it with a stock, another investment. It's all the same to me. It doesn't matter if it's crypto, if it's a stock, everything in life really. If we have got that risk management strategy and we are able to invest and make them decisions at the peak fearful moments or the peak euphoric moments with sells, then we are putting ourselves in that win-win scenario once again, which is where a trader or an investor always wants to be. We need to be in that win-win scenario. We need to be having no emotions in the market. But just turning our attention now to the current price action, we've had them weeks of manipulation below, big manipulative move, big narratives coming out making people not want to invest at the lows, and now we've worked our way back into the range, and the reality is you've got many different types of Wyckoff accumulation that can occur. You've got Wyckoff accumulation that can work its way up, not really give many pullbacks and just send it. You've got Wyckoff accumulation that can work the range a lot. So we just need to pay attention to this, risk manage, have your investment. We've got that investment down at the lows. If you haven't, probably just accept that you've missed the opportunity. But again, just turning our attention to the current price action. We don't know what's going to happen here. We're in a range. We're in a trader's market once again. Traders are going to be looking to backtest these levels, which they have done along the levels, short levels. So there's going to be stop losses above, below. We just need to pay attention to that. If we was to go and break these lows, you can potentially say we've got that final spring phase in Wyckoff accumulation, which we can benefit from having them 20 or 30% investment profit takes at current levels to then get the move back to the top of the range again. So just sit back, relax, let the market do the work. This just was a quick market update on TILRAY brands of what I'm expecting, what my thoughts are at the minute, and obviously the chart is looking a little bit messy there, so just get that off. The reality is we are really low in the market at the minute compared to where TILRAY has been in the past. So all of the analysis that we're doing here, just take a look at it. 100% moves going on in here while people have been investing at major highs, buying the highs again and being in such drawdown. That's why we capitalize on them moments when people are not interested in the market, people are not interested in the weed stocks, people are not interested in the cannabis sector at the minute. So we need to be paying attention to the current price action. Of course, we've been able to benefit from that, but just zooming out, really, then retraces to the upside from candle bodies and candle body lows. We're not even anywhere near a 38% retracement to the upside. So this is the art and this is the beauty of what we're doing here. If we was to get that final capitulation again, we've set ourselves up for major opportunities in my opinion, because I don't think TILRAY is going away. We've seen some good brand deals going on over the past couple of weeks, but obviously them narratives come out as the price has pumped to the upside. So people wishy-washy here, down at the lows, don't want to invest. We pay attention to that. We make them decisions, and people maybe wanting to jump back in at the top of big green candles, not what we like to do. So of course guys, not financial advice. I hope you enjoy the update. Of course, if you give the video a like and any comments, subscriptions, it's always appreciated. I give you this stuff for free. All I ask is just to subscribe, share the video, give it a like, and of course just sit back, relax and let the market do the work. It's not financial advice, but I'll see you next time. Cheers guys.